This is the Spectacular Spider-Man 6-inch villains, Electro and the Vulture. Electro is part of the first or second wave of villains, while the Vulture is part of the spider-charged wave that came with a spider figure or a collectible rubbery plastic spider. This is, I think, a likeness to a water spider, or a trapdoor spider. I'm not entirely sure, but it's red, so that's that. Okay, let's start with whoever decides to stand up first. Let's start with Electro, I suppose. It's a decent character, you know, one of those one-dimensional villains that, you know, he was electricity, he was born out of electricity, and he is out to terrorize the city with electricity. The figure is a very nice sculpt. It's got a great head sculpt. His right hand has been replaced with an electro spark launching mechanism that comes with a missile, obviously, that, you know, it doesn't lock in. You just push it in, or you hold the end of the stick right here, and then you just release and it fires. Very reminiscent of the Star Wars launching missiles. Early Star Wars, or early Transformers, I would say. Anyway, you could push it right here and release, well, and it would still fire. Not the best looking Electro missile, but at least it's not like the booger missiles of Iron Man. He also comes with a spare head. So if you're familiar with the show, Electro was first seen with a masked head. He had goggles and a tight, a wetsuit-like type of hood on him, and, you know, you could pose him this way, but he's not as dramatic as when he's, you know, Electro mode. Head is on a ball joint. No torso articulation. The shoulders are on a hinge. Elbows are on a swivel. The left arm does not have elbows, or does not have an elbow. Very articulated legs, though. I mean, the legs do compensate for the lack of articulation elsewhere. He's got a Marvel Legends ball hinge joint with thigh swivel, hinge knee. So very poseable legs. I'm not entirely sure why they didn't give him enough posability on the arms. I would have wanted a ball hinge shoulder just to give him some drama when you're posing this guy. But, you know, he's got great dramatic leg pose, and he's got a zombie pose for arms. Not, well, I guess it could work. So not my favorite pose. Not my favorite posable figure, but it is there. So we're just going to keep him in a standing position now so he doesn't look creepy. Enough as it is. Okay, so that's Electro. Okay. Then we go to Vulture. Vulture is one of the skinniest figures in the line, but the figure compensates with the amount of plastic they put on the wings and on his armor. He's got some wings attached to his forearm and on his the back of his tricep, I should say. And if you fold back the arms, they do form the wings. So it makes a really cool looking Vulture right there. And then when you move the forearms, you bend the elbows, the wings split up, and he still looks very nice. And I really just bought this figure for the wings. His head is head sculpt is very show accurate. It's got this pointy nose, looks like a beak. He's got a ball jointed neck. He's got a ball hinge shoulder, hinge elbow. He's got some upper torso or waist articulation. He's got a ball hinge hip with a thigh rotation, or thigh swivel, and a hinge knee. And it's got like the thinnest feet in the entire Spectacular Spider-Man figure, so very difficult to stand him on his feet alone. If you want to stand this guy up, you'll have to put some of his wings on the ground, like so. So, yeah, like that. Very nice indeed. I'm very happy with this one. These two, I mean, they probably are one of the thinnest figures in the line, in the toy line, but they're very good sculpts, and I'm actually just happy I got them on clearance. So if you're in Manila and you still see them, you can still find it on retail. It's on clearance. Highly recommend these guys. Very nice sculpt, if at all. I mean, some great decent leg articulation, but the whole idea of the villains sculpted like this in animated style is just wonderful. I like it. There you go, the Spectacular Spider-Man, Electro, and Vulture. Thanks for watching.